My friends, we have come into the season, which is the summer season, of things streaking, of things drying out too fast, and certain products curing way too fast, sometimes in even half the time. Split second, and all of a sudden you've got a problem. Now, a lot of people will be saying to you, they say to me, this is the best time of year to clean your car. 12 midday, sun's bright out, as people said. Sun's out, wash pads out. I nearly cringed. I was like, oh my God, you have done it at the possibly the worst time in the world. Now, the torture test in question is on the glass. You would have seen me at the 7-day point film a very short and a bit of a teasing Instagram story of there's been something on the glass for 7 days unwiped. It is now at the 12-day point. Now, I put it on thick and I left it, okay, just to see what happens. Now, for disclosure reasons, I have done this test 1,001 times during the development of Glass Plus. However, I want to show you guys just how easy and how to manage if, let's say, your kid has said, Dad or Mum, please come here, or your wife or your husband's called you, the phone has rang, or you're just there chilling, having a cup of coffee. Things happen. It's life. You come back out, and in this specific example, the glass is just hard cured. You're like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get 12-day-old unwiped Glass Plus off the glass. So this is going to be a two-pronged demonstration. I'm trying to catch it even at the right angles. It's, you know, it's extremely hard. Now, what you can see here is 12-day-old, baked on purpose, Glass Plus. Now, look, even now, it's coming off. Can you see that? So when people say they're having a bit of a problem with it, sometimes I don't understand, but I've got to give you all the benefit of the doubt and kind of go through the process of explaining to you. Now, I do realize sometimes the sun can peek out on this for 30 minutes. The conduction, again, what a lot of people don't understand, the conduction of heat through metal and glass is extreme. During the heat wave that we should have coming up sometime in July and August, sometimes the glass is so hot you can probably fry some bacon or eggs on it, okay? So it will be a fast reaction. Now, what you do, you come out. The worst thing you can do is just start throwing product at this problem. A lot of kind of people, if you don't understand chemistry, you become kind of a typical panic mode, and you'd be like, right, let's hit it with detail spray, ceramic spray sealant, spray waxes, and you're just putting protection on top of the wrong protection, let's say, and it's just not going to work for you. Now, all you've got to do is you've got to go back to the basics, okay? How do you remove Glass Plus as if this was applied 15 minutes ago? You take some glass cleaner, okay? You take your first removal towel. Now, if this is hot, I would seriously recommend that you maybe wait until it's in the shadow, or maybe if the sun is setting that way, just wait until it completely peaks to where the sun's not in here, because the other problem you will have is you're going to flash the glass cleaner way too fast. And you go through the typical glass cleaner method. Look, I've got no pressure on this. I should have a gauge just to see how much hand pressure really I'm putting in, but it's whatever the weight of my hand is, okay? Now, the second way I'm going to show you how to come off is actually something that I've learned this in the past and through about 52,000 emails of people, literally, some people give me problems that I never even thought would exist. Now, what you can see here, the glass is perfect again. This is 12 days, guys. Don't forget, this has had the door open, potentially things flying in, things flying out. We had an aircon service in here, so they had to run this for about 2 hours on both hot and cold, but the most important thing is heat. They blasted this room to 30 degrees for a couple of hours. So again, that was just baked in. As you can see, you're just using a very simple method of the typical removal method of Glass Plus. 2 paint towels, one with a glass, one to remove obviously all the residue, and you're back in business. Now, onto the driver's side, I'm going to show you something. If you were on the road and you didn't have glass cleaner, you decided to glass plus your glass when you were in the Nürburgring in Germany or something, just to give it some extra protection, and you forgot to bring your glass, the sun has peaked, you have completely baked the product. Let's see what happens with another method. Now, as you can probably see on that glass, you see me actually, this is where I did the Instagram story, I did this with my hands. Now again, same spec, nice and thick application, 12 days in. Now, this is what I also discovered. This is the beauty of the Glass Plus system. If you are doing a major road trip, for example, or you get caught somewhere, whatever the situation is, this is where the true power and the real kind of USP from Glass Plus comes in. You can clean your glass on this side of the road, you can apply Glass Plus and you can remove it instantly and continue driving. And then it can rain in 30 seconds and it's still gonna cure perfectly. Now, if you are in that position, I've just took 2 fresh paint towels. All you've got to do is your first towel, imagine you've got the bare essentials on you. You're not gonna take a detailing kit with you. You've definitely got no glass cleaner, but you have got some towels just in case for something. So what I've done is I have saturated this towel with water, right? This is just pure water and this is still a fresh towel. Now you could see how thick that is on there still. All I'm gonna do is hit it with water. Now you can see this has got a slightly different consistency to when you're doing it with the glass cleaner, but the effects are the same. Watch this. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Literally, that's it. And say if you've missed a bit or you want to make sure you've completely got it off, you can go back around if you wish. It's only water. And no, you don't have to carry a spray bottle of water with you. You can go to your closest petrol station and literally buy a bottle of water, saturate this, wring it out like I have, and do it. Look at that. See? There's no flash time because it's water. As soon as you wipe it, the Glass Plus protective properties are taken over and it's flashing super quick. All right then guys, so I think this video really was needed to kind of film. This is all part of documenting the journey through the garage, through the car, how I look after it, tips and trick of course. Now, I believe there is a lot of miseducation within the industry. And in probably philosophy, if we kind of just make it a little bit fairer as well. So there's miseducation in the industry and there's also miseducation within just kind of like the people thinking. So like I said about the sun, a lot of people think when it's midday on a Sunday, let's put my shorts on, let's put a tank top on, let's go and scrub the good old car. The worst thing you could probably do to your car, right? You are rushing around, every single product hasn't got either the dwell time to clean or it hasn't got the flash time to protect or make it shine or whatever you're trying to do to your car. Now, if you do get caught out with Glass Plus, you have just seen how easy it is. You don't need to panic. That's the most important thing. Imagine you're in the middle of the ocean, you're floating, you begin to panic, and that's where people drown. That's the same thing with this. Just step back, think. Just think common sense. If you've ever met me in person, one of my most kind of used phrases within car care is common sense prevails. You've now seen the video, no panic, 12 days, fine. Go back through to the normal application methods or removal methods of Glass Plus. You could do it even with water if you're in a pinch. So I hope this video has helped you. Hopefully next weekend when it's super hot and something does flash, you're like, I've seen that video from Nick. Well, there you go. That video has been filmed. Guys, I hope this has helped as always, and stay tuned for even more crazy and even more niche content. Thank you.